Aloha, welcome to our channel. This is Marta. In today's video, we will be taking you to Pearl Harbor's best kept secret that is often missed when you take your tours around Pearl Harbor. Welcome to Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum.
What's going on, guys?
Thumbs up and let's start watching.
Aloha everybody, my name's Eric Pradel. I'm the Visitor Experience Manager here at the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum, and I'll be taking you on a short tour of the museum today. A piece of the museum is the historic Ford Island Control Tower and Operations Building. It was constructed in 1941 and completed in May of 1942, and it may look a little familiar if you've seen any of the movies about the Pearl Harbor attack here. It's a feature of both the movie Tora and the movie Pearl Harbor. It's currently completing an extensive renovation on it, and we are hoping to open it up to visitors in the 2022 year.
Thank you, Eric. Me and Martha made it on top of the tower that Eric was talking about. It's about 100 feet above sea level, and you got a good view of everything there is to see around Pearl Harbor. We're talking about the USS Arizona, the USS Missouri. You're gonna be able to see the rest of the active fleet of the Navy out here. Most importantly, you see what it looked like and help you visual what it looks like back in the day, back in December 7, 1941. Just for being up here, you can see the whole runway that extends from one end of the island to the other, and all the other ships and aircraft over at Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum. So let's go with Martha and she'll tell you more about this.
The Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum is being run by a privately owned nonprofit organization with goal of restoring and maintaining the history surrounding the Pearl Harbor naval aviation.
Behind us through these doors is the next goal for the museum. They want to turn this control tower back to how it was back in the day on December 7, 1941. They're going to have displays, they're going to have videos playing to help you visualize what it was like the day of the attack. So let's go check them out and see more about this museum.
So on the morning of December 7, 1941, the Japanese Imperial Fleet mounted an offensive against the U.S. Naval Fleet at anchor here at Pearl Harbor. They launched their 353 aircraft from 6 aircraft carriers about 230 miles north of the island of Oahu here, and they arrived in 2 separate attacking waves. The first wave, with around 183 aircraft, followed the red lines on our map right here, and they struck major airfields throughout the island at Wheeler Field, Eva Field, Hickam Field, Naval Air Station Kaneohe, as well as the airfield here on Ford Island and the ships along Battleship Row. The second wave arrived about an hour later with 153 aircraft, following the gray lines here, once again hitting airfields at Wheeler, Hickam, Kaneohe, Bellows this time as well, and Ford Island and the Battleship Row area. on the morning of December 7th, it was not just military aircraft that were up in the skies. There were also 8 civilian aircraft in the skies. And here at the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum, we have one of those 8 aircraft, and that's this orange Aranca Defender hanging from our ceiling, which was piloted by a father and son team that morning during the attack. So here at the museum, we have several fascinating stories, and one of the best stories that we have here is this exhibit right over here, and this is the Niihau Zero incident. It consists of wreckage of a Mitsubishi Zero, the wreckage of this aircraft here, which was piloted by Airman First Class Shigenori Nishikaichi, who was damaged in the second wave of the attack while flying over Kaneohe Naval Air Station, and was told if he's damaged to fly to a flat, dry lake bed on the island of Niihau, where he could be picked up by a submarine in the coming days. So after crash landing on that island, he was welcomed by the locals on the island and able to walk around the island for a short time until they found out more of what was going on here on the island of Oahu and the attack on Pearl Harbor. And at that time, they put him under house arrest. And to hear the rest of that story, you can come here to the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum and check out the exhibit, as well as get the in-depth story on our Legends tour here at Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum.